What's up, guys, and welcome to Learn Fucking Math. Here's a cat for you. Isn't that cute? Yay. There's a cat. Today, we are going to learn about the quadratic equation. Or, if you haven't learned it using that stupid Pop Goes a Weasel song that the teachers like to teach it with, it's negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Oh, that looks lovely, doesn't it? Well, all of this refers to a quadratic equation, which you have ax squared plus or minus bx plus or minus c. So you guys have all probably seen this in the form of like a 2x squared minus 3x plus 7, something to that extent, where the a, or 2, refers to the a up here. The b, or negative 3, refers to that b and that b. The a is also over here. And the c, or that, refers to that c right there. So let's move this over so you guys can see that little shit part right there. All right, so to give an example, and I'm just throwing these numbers out there, I have no fucking clue how it's going to work out. We've got a 7x squared minus 4x plus 17. That sounds lovely. I think I just gave myself a very difficult problem to try to solve here, but we've got a, b, and c. So to reiterate, we got negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c over 2a. And this is to find the zeros, or the answers, to this equation when it equals 0. Obviously, this is a very difficult one to factor. So we plug in negative 4 wherever there's a b. So negative 4 for negative b, that's going to be 4. Plus or minus the square root. Negative 4 squared is 16 minus 4a, 7, c, 17, like so, right? Now, when you multiply this out right here, what's under, over 2a, which is 14. You guys know what 2 times 7 is. Don't need to do that. This in the middle right here is what is known as the discriminant. And the discriminant dictates essentially if you are going to have two real solutions, one real solution, or no real solutions. And by no real solutions, that means the solutions will be imaginary, or I something. So we have 4 plus or minus. We know it's the square root of 16 because we already did that. Then we have 4 times 17 times 7. So 4 times 17 is 68 times 7. We have, let's see, 56 and 420, 476. So minus 476 over 14. Simplify all this crap. You got 4 plus or minus the square root of a negative 460. Holy shit. Over 14. Now, clearly, that's going to be difficult. And we know by the negative here that this is going to be imaginary, or no real solutions. So, can't take the exact square root of 460, and it looks like, well, we know 4 goes into it, so at least we can start with that. It'd be 4, it'd be 115. 115 does not have any kind of factors, so we go 4 plus or minus 2, because this right here would be a negative 4 times 115. Negative 4 has a square root, which is 2i, times the square root of 115, which does not have any perfect square in it, over 14. Now, clearly, you can simplify all of these by 2. So you're left with 2 plus or minus I, rad 115 over 7. And that is your answer. Those are 2 answers right there. Clearly, I made it very, very difficult. But let's show you one that might have been easy. This cool little dots right here. It looks like the fucking universe. Reverse what? Anyways, say we did x squared plus 16x plus, let's go for 48. Why not? Negative b, be this, negative 16, plus or minus the square root of 16 squared, which is 256, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 48, over 2a, so 2. Simplify this here. 4 times 48 is 192. So we have negative 16 plus or minus the square root of 256 minus 192 over 2. 56 minus 192 is going to equal the square root of 64. And we all know what that is, don't we? Negative 16 plus or minus 8 over 2. Negative 16 plus 8 over 2. And negative 16 minus 8 over 2. Negative 16 plus 8 is negative 8 over 2. One answer is negative 4. What? Back over here, negative 16 minus 8 is negative 24 over 2. The second answer is a negative 12. And just like that, we have our two answers. Easily plug these back into the original problem to see that these two are the correct answers. Goodbye.